What up YouTube, Case Prime here back at you with another thoughts on slash predictions video. This one's actually an updated version of one I'd previously done. Um, since a little bit more news has come out about this topic, I'm going to give a little bit more of my updated thoughts and predictions on this, and you can weigh in on yours if you want. If you remember a few videos ago, I made a video about my thoughts and predictions on the new Kamen Rider series, simply titled Kamen Rider Drive. Sorry. I had been giving kind of my predictions for what I would expect out of the show, what I thought he'd look like, hopes for the toy in the series, and we've gotten actually a little bit more details on that. We've gotten a few updates. We've gotten what his suit looks like, more toy scans, and also the actual identity of said rider. So I figured I would wait for a little bit more of that information to come to us, and then once it became available, I would tell you guys about it. So, where do I begin? First of all, I've been a fan of Kamen Rider for a while. I mean, just earlier today, I was thinking about changing my favorite rider from Decade to Double. So, yeah, I've definitely been a fan for a while. But we've really been learning a lot more about Drive these past few weeks. I have absolutely no idea why, but for some reason, Toei, Bandai, whoever you want to blame, TV Nyan, they've really been keeping Drive a secret. I mean, really locked under wraps, because usually by now, over the past few years, like with O's, Fours, Wizard, Gaim, Double, usually by now we've already gotten a full shot of what the rider's going to look like, toy pics, as well as a trailer for when the series is going to come out. And the current series is already starting to wrap up. Like Gaim, we didn't see his ultimate form until back in June with his Kiwani arms. Usually we get a look at their ultimate form by May or something, but I'm not sure if it's because they ordered more episodes for Gaim or just because they really want to keep us waiting for Drive, but they've really been keeping us waiting. But these past 2 weeks, we've been finally getting some more Drive information. The first real picture that we got of Drive was a really blurry one. We really didn't know what he looked like. We just knew that he was red. Kind of reminded us of Cheetah Nick from Go Busters, but he had that whole driver motif. But then, a few weeks ago, we finally got some more clear, albeit a little bit blurry, but still some clear pictures. So we got a general idea of what he looks like. And also, this past weekend, a Kamen Rider EX magazine was released featuring Drive on the cover, giving us our first full clear shot. And also just a few other clear images have been released by Toei. And I really like this suit. I mean, I thought I was going to like it, but I really wanted to see a full clear picture, and I mean, I really do like it. I like it so much, I even made it my iPhone wallpaper. That's Kamen Rider Drive there, for those of you guys who don't know. So, that is just a general idea of what he looks like. What do I like about it, though? Now, a couple of us complained for the past few Rider series with Gaim and Wizard that they really haven't been staying true to the old classic bug-eye type thing that some of the old classic riders have had, and that was one of those things that I was hoping they would have for Drive, because I mean, the visor look on them kind of looked okay, but come on, you gotta love the bug eyes. But when I saw that suit, I thought to myself, oh, hello, old school. I really do like rider suits and helmets when they have the vintage bug eyes on the helmet. I don't care if they're like the wide open or they're kind of the cross to look like they're angry. As long as it has the bug eyes, it really does show some throwback to the Showa era of what the riders having that insect motif back then had. So it really is something. I really do like the look. I know that the tire he has on the suits is kind of a has something to do with his form changes, but we'll find out more about that when the show comes out. We also know who the person is who actually is Drive. Now, I have not yet fully learned how to pronounce this guy's name. This is the character, and his name is Shinosuke Tomari. Shinosuke Tomari, I think that's how it's pronounced. I could be wrong. But he looks a little bit like this. This image comes courtesy of, I can get the camera to focus, comes from courtesy of the Kamen Rider Wiki, or Wikipedia. And we've also gotten a little bit of why he's Drive, or his little bit of his backstory. All we know about him is that he's part of a special police force, and he's also a car enthusiast. So he's probably like maybe Wizard, Decade, and Double, where like they built the rider themselves. This isn't probably is not going to be like O's or Deno or some other series where they just get handed the powers all of a sudden and have to learn how to use them as the series goes on. This is probably like Wizard and a couple of other series where they already know how to use it in episode one, kind of like what Double had. So that's really all we know thus far. We've also gotten a few other ideas of the toys. Like for one, we know that little cars. We've seen the little Matchbox cars that plug into the shift brace that interacts with the driver. From what I've heard, those little cars are only used for his forms, which is something I kind of like with the little gimmick. I mean, something like with the O's medals, Gaia memories. I like it when the things you want to buy they're just for the forms. I really don't like it when they use them just for like attacks and all that. That does get a bit confusing after a while. I mean, that's why I got so confused with Gaim all of a sudden because they released so many lock seeds, and they had so many different riders who used them. It kind of kept hard to keep track of who used what. But I digress. It's a symbol. It's simple. I like it. It's gonna be really easy to follow. But overall, what do I think of Drive now that we have further details? I still like him. I think he's a really cool rider. I like how he looks, but really, to satisfy me even more, there's still two things I want to see. A trailer of what he's like in the show, and a henshin sequence. I say his henshin sequence, it better be something like not too much speaking or words like Gimes was, because it had too much talking in it. So maybe something like, I think maybe Wizards would be fine, or maybe even Forzes. Those were good henshin sequences, and also the intro song for the show. That if it's catchy, I'll want to make it as my put it on my phone like I've had with every other series that I've liked from Agito up to probably excluding Hibiki and Feist because I can't find theirs. But still, it's gotta be catchy, and I'll really keep me going. But I'll give you more predictions as I get more information. I want to make sure I get enough more before I make a full video. I know the series comes out in October. That's when the official launch is said to be because of Gaim having 51 episodes. So, what do you think of Drive so far? Do you like him? Hate him? What are you expecting out of the show? Drop me comments if you like. I guess that's about it. Later, guys. I'm out of here.